What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another podcast review video. It's time for Monday Night Raw, live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And it was like exactly how we predicted it to be, except the other way around when it comes to the match card, like with the Wyatt Six being the main event. Instead of them being the main event, the opener and the Fatal Four-Way Intercontinental Championship match is going to be the main event. That was the other way. That was the only thing that we didn't predict, but none of that matters because it still was a great show. It's still going to get a high star rating from yours truly, the host of this particular podcast. But and it is where then we got Wade Barrett announced where exactly the Saddle Dome. This is where we got the Wyatt Sixes did a vignette before their match. But before I get into that, I want Hot Wheels. Okay, excuse me for a moment, Assassinator. Exactly. You were so silly. Oh, don't go right here, my silly self. Oh, Father. I should have known that. Look at the whole entire time. Hey, Google. You're welcome. As a matter of fact, I'm going to rise up the volume. Just say. Anyways, Assassinated. They showed a vignette of the White Six for like they have been doing for the last 18 weeks, I should say. Well, I'm not sure if it's that in particular, but but yeah, they start hyping them up. But this is where American Maiden came out until soon after we the White Six. Before they came out, we got Chad Gable pull out the American flag, start waving in the arena. Like he's really representing the nation. Well, he really isn't. He's making it trying to turn into he's really turning it into a bad name. As our fans start cheering on the Wyatt Six. Once the lights start dimming down, and then they start heading out with the lantern along with Firefly start lighting up the arena with Bray Wyatt's legendary trademark chair. Well, I'll say trademark, his iconic chair, I should say. They usually sat on before his family start wrestling their matches, where it was kind of like that right here. That's where they're playing a theme song of theirs. That's like Bray Wyatt's latest theme song that he had before he passed away. I guess like their own version of a remix of that song is where we got the Wyatt Six. Didn't waste no time, just targeting right at the American Made. That's where we got what's her name, Nikki Cross. Then put a trash can right over Ivy Now's head, right into the bottom corner of the barricade. She hits a mental drop kick to her, and then that's where we got Joe Gacy got a hold of Chad Gable, I believe. Yeah, he got this where then we got. That's where we got Eric Rowan that hits a back suplex face buster right onto Julius Creed right on the right corner apron. That's where then we got what's his name? Joe Gacy then suplex Chad Gable right onto the hardest part of the ring on the left side of the apron. Or was it Brutus? I think it was Brutus, actually. Yeah, it was Brutus Creed that he did it to. He suplexed him right off that. Ow, hopefully, you don't have a broken spine after taking that move. That's where we got Chad Gable try to go for a flying clothesline. This is where Dexter Loomis counters and got him into a double Nelson. And this is where then he, bum dropped him right into his, right on his bottom. This is where we got, what's her name, Nikki Cross then then was clearing out the announcer's desk, like, and making sure nothing's on it. This is where she gave a very creepy stare uh, to Boy Bear and Joe Tessitore. Bear was like, yeah, very demented and unhinged. That's where Nikki Cross did not mind him saying that, because he take that as a compliment. But once she tried to get Ivy Nile right into the table, she managed to get Nikki down off her feet and trip her over, hit her back first, right onto Alan the announce table. Then she followed that up with a flapjack right face first into the right onto the announce table, with Joe Gacy then letting, I believe, Brutus Creed had it, but by stomping on him right to his midsection so hard, right to the bottom right side, with Joe Gacy taking a quick step right on the upper left side. This is where we got Chad Gable finally was winning in the battle against Dexter Loomis. This is where he started whacking him with the kendo stick, and this is where then we got Chad Gable then went right into the ring. This is where we got Joe Gacy then start hitting what's his name, Julius Creed, not Julius, Brutus Creed, with the bottom left side corner turnbuckles, until he got whacked right into the back with the kendo stick by Chad Gable, the leader of the American Made Even. That's where Chad Gable like, oh, thank you. And that's where Brutus Creed finally got back into the offense position side by sending Joe Gacy right to the upper right side. What's that? Steel steps. This is where he tried to attack Eric Rowan next, after he took care of both what's his name, Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy. But it's where Eric Rowan's like, I'm not none like them, like, nothing against them or have a contract with them, but I'm not gonna be intimidated by a useless wooden weapon. This is where he hit a big headbutt right into Chad Gable's head, right when he gave him a stare for like about 5 seconds. This is where then we got the Creed version trying to come in and attack for the aid of their leader, Chad. This is where Eric Rowan this is where they try to double suplex the original Wyatt family member and the new Wyatt 6 member. But this is where he countered out of it and go for a double suplex of his own.